Self-discipline is a key part of reaching your goals and getting more done. If you want to break bad habits, you need to start your day early. This will help you be more productive because you'll be full of energy and focused. Putting limits on how much time you spend online will help you focus on what's important by cutting down on distractions. Getting the most important things done first gives you a great sense of success that motivates you to keep going. Keeping a positive mood and not complaining not only makes you more productive, but also makes you feel better, which creates an environment that is good for success. Don't be afraid to try because you might fail. Every chance you get is a chance to learn and grow, getting rid of bad habits and reaching new levels of efficiency and personal growth. Today, we will reveal the secrets to eliminating the habits that are killing your productivity. Productivity is essential to achieving success in any area of life, but many of us unknowingly sabotage our own progress with habits we could avoid. If you want to be more productive and successful, this episode is for you. Each day is an opportunity to get closer to your goals, but if you fall into certain bad habits, those opportunities slip through your fingers. Productivity isn't just about working harder, but about working smarter and more effectively. The biggest obstacles aren't external but internal. They are the habits we adopt, often without realizing it, that hold us back. One of the biggest enemies of productivity is not planning your day. Without a clear plan, it's easy to get lost in a sea of tasks and distractions. Another major obstacle is the lack of self-discipline. Self-discipline is the ability to make yourself do what you know you should do, even when you don't feel like it. Without it, it's easy to fall into procrastination and minimal effort. Additionally, many of us underestimate the power of the early hours of the day. Sleeping late causes you to lose valuable time that could be used to advance your goals. The internet, though an incredible tool, can also be a great source of distraction, as can television and social media, which often end up stealing valuable hours of the day. Therefore, learning to manage your online time is crucial to maintaining your focus. Finally, the fear of failure is another great enemy of productivity. However, it's important to remember that failure is an inevitable part of the path to success. Instead of fearing it, you should see it as an opportunity to learn and grow. In this episode, we'll break down these bad habits and show you how to get rid of them so you can reach your goals more quickly and easily. If you want to be more productive, you need to break one of the most common habits that holds you back: not planning your day and taking care of your time. It would be like trying to build a house without a plan. How likely is it that you will succeed? Most likely very thin. The same is true for our days. It's easy to get lost in a mess of chores, distractions, and unimportant things to do when we don't have a clear plan. It's not necessary to find planning your day difficult. In fact, it can be one of the easiest and most enjoyable things you do every day. Sort through your jobs and decide which ones are most important every morning, or even better, the night before. You can focus on what's important and be motivated by this. It gives you a clear view of the day's events that you wouldn't have had otherwise. The first step to effective planning is identifying your most important tasks. What do you need to accomplish today that will have the greatest impact on your long-term goals? These are the tasks that should take a prominent place on your list. Write them down and arrange them in order of priority. Not all tasks carry the same weight, and recognizing which ones are essential and which can wait is crucial. Spending too much time browsing the web, checking social media, or watching videos can consume hours of your day without you even realizing it. To combat this bad habit, it's essential to set clear boundaries on technology use. Here are some effective strategies. First, establish specific times to check your emails and social media. This will help you focus on your main tasks without constant interruptions. Second, use tools and apps designed to block distracting websites during your work hours. There are numerous apps available that can limit your access to social media and other non-productive websites, allowing you to maintain focus on what truly matters. Third, make sure your office doesn't have any electronics that aren't needed. This makes it less tempting to check your messages all the time, which helps you focus on the things that are really important. Finally, keep in mind that using the internet too much can hurt both your mental and physical health. Taking breaks from computers and doing things that don't involve screens can help your mental health and help you concentrate. Managing how much you use the internet and social media can give you a lot of extra time and energy that you can spend on more useful and enjoyable things. Not knowing how to set priorities is another bad habit that makes you less productive. We often put off doing the hardest or least fun things, which makes us more stressed and adds to the amount of work we need to do. Forget this bad habit. Follow the eating the frog plan, which comes from a famous quote by Mark Twain. If your job is to eat a frog, it's best to do it first thing in the morning. And if your job is to eat 2 frogs, it's best to eat the biggest one first. In other words, if you start your day by completing the most difficult or unpleasant task, not only will you feel a great sense of relief, but you'll also significantly improve your productivity. Here are some steps to apply this strategy. First, identify the most important or challenging task you need to accomplish each day. Second, tackle this task first thing in the morning before doing anything else. This is likely when you have the most energy and fewer distractions. Third, break the task into more manageable parts if it's too big or intimidating. Fourth, avoid multitasking. Instead of trying to do several things at once, focus on one task until you complete it. Finally, reward yourself once you've completed the task. This could be something simple like taking a short break, enjoying a cup of coffee, or doing an activity you enjoy. Rewards will help you associate difficult tasks with positive outcomes, making it easier to tackle them in the future. By adopting these steps and committing to completing the most important tasks first, you can transform your productivity and achieve your goals more effectively and with greater satisfaction. Constantly complaining is the 6th bad habit for getting things done. It takes time and energy to complain, and it can be hard to break the negative loop that it starts. You are not solving the problem when you complain about a job or situation. Instead, you are reinforcing a negative attitude that can make you put things off and be less productive. Complaining and putting things off often go hand in hand. As you whine about a job, you're more likely to put it off. This not only slows down progress, but it also makes people more anxious and stressed. The unfinished job weighs more heavily on your mind over time, making it even harder to do. To break this habit, you need to change the way you think and act. You can do these things. First, figure out when you're whining. To change any habit, you must first become aware of it. Second, change your attitude towards solving problems. You shouldn't complain about a job. Instead, you should think about how you can fix it or help yourself handle it better. Third, practice gratitude. Instead of focusing on the negative, try to identify positive aspects of the situation. For example, if you find yourself complaining about a boring task, think about how completing it will contribute to your long-term goals. Fourth, set a time limit for complaints. Don't let complaining take up more time than necessary. Finally, surround yourself with positive people. They can help you stay motivated and focused on your goals. By reducing complaints and adopting a more positive, solution-oriented mindset, you can significantly improve your productivity and overall well-being. Seventh, letting the fear of failing stop you from being productive is a bad habit. If you're afraid of failing, you might not take risks, make choices, or reach your full potential. People often fear failing because they think that failing is bad and will never happen again. But it's important to change this point of view. To learn and grow, you have to go through failure. Failure is not the end of the road. Every mistake is a chance to learn, change how you do things, and get better. You have to accept that failure is a part of the way to success before you can get over your fear of it. Here are some ways to deal with your fear and feel confident as you move forward. First, redefine failure. Instead of seeing it as a sign of incompetence, view it as a learning opportunity. This shift in perspective will help you see failure as a step forward, not a setback. Second, set small and achievable goals. Breaking down your larger goals into smaller, manageable tasks can make the fear of failure less overwhelming. Third, take action despite the fear. Action is one of the best antidotes to fear. The more you face your fears and move forward, the less power they will have over you. Finally, visualize success. Imagine how it will feel to achieve your goals and use that image to motivate you to keep going even when you face challenges. Remember, the fear of failure only has the power you give it. By adopting a growth mindset and taking action, you can overcome this fear and move confidently toward your most important goals. As this show comes to a close, it's important to remember that no matter what problems we face, we can all become more productive and reach our goals. We looked at some bad habits that might be holding you back and talked about good ways to break them. What you've learned needs to be put into action now. Self-discipline, getting things done early in the day, avoiding online distractions, doing the most important things first, keeping a positive attitude, and not letting the fear of failing stop. You are all basic habits that can change your life and help you succeed. At first, giving up bad habits and making these changes may seem like a lot, but remember that success is made one step at a time. Start by making small changes. Over time, you'll be more productive and feel like you have more control over your time and goals. The key is consistency and maintaining a growth mindset. As you work on these aspects, don't forget to celebrate your progress, no matter how small. Every step forward is a victory and brings you closer to your goals. The journey to success is a continuous journey of learning and adaptation.